Here we are again, guys. Welcome, Grandpa here, with another guide for Russian Fishing 4 Part 2. I will talk about the basics. When you spawn here, you have one spin set and you have one float rod, right? I'm a little bit higher level, but I will explain to you what to do, where to fish, a little bit, just the basic what to do, and where you should save your first money for, right? Okay, let's get into it. You will spawn here and you have a spin set, right? In your inventory, when you hit the E key, you come in the inventory. My inventory will look different because I'm higher level, but you have this rod, this is the float rod, but you also have a spinner rod. I don't have it anymore because I don't use it. But the spinning rod is coming with a reel. So just take that reel off. It will be the Spark 2 2000S. Just leave it in your inventory for now. My first explanation will be about the float rod. With the U key, see, you can put every rod you want in a certain place. 1, 2, 3. So when I hit 1, see, my float rod is coming. When I hit 2, my feeder rod is coming. Okay? But for now we do it with the float rod. This is your float rod. My hook will be different than the hook you start with, but it's fine. Just use the starter hook. Your line is also different. Does no matter. It's fine anyway. Okay, then you put just a normal worm on it. You have that in your inventory to start out. Then you go to the dock where the boat is. Let me check for sure. Yeah, with the plus key, you can change the depth. I mentioned in my other video, this is not the best guide, you know? This is just the way I approach the game. And what I think it will help you. But you can always change things. That's no problem. I just show you what I do and what's working for me. But you're always free to mix it up. Okay? With the plus key, you can do the depth. When I fish on this spot, I just put it always on 80. And then you just walk and you cast near in front of the boat. With the Z key, you can zoom one time. Okay? And when you want to put the rod down, you can see it here. I show you. Settings, control. See, here are all your settings. Put on a rod pot. That is to put the rod down. You don't need to have a rod pot. You just put it down. For me, it's the middle mouse button. See? So when I hit my middle, we have a fish. On a normal worm, it's a tench. I release it because it's not tagged. It's just to show you how it works. We do it again. So when I want to put the rod down, I hit for me, because I assign it a different key, you put the middle mouse button. Okay, now it's holding it down. And when you want to take it again, you see in the screen, E is take rod, so with the E key, see? That's the float fishing. So this spot is working on both worms and wet bread. Okay? Okay, now we go to the shop because I want to show you some stuff at the shop. And I want to do a little explanation. I told you in the past video, when you have fish in your net, you can sell it right here, the fish market. But first check the cafe if there are any good orders, you know. Okay, when you fish 1 hour, 2 hour, it will be a little bit slow in the beginning. You will earn some money, okay? And the most important thing is spend it wisely. Not on stuff you don't need, not on stuff you need to upgrade soon. Spend it wisely, okay? So when you have some money, you go to the rods, and the first thing you buy, you go to the feeder rods. You buy the Sorrento FD100. It's 37.80 silver. That's not that much. But remember, we have the reel from the spinning set to put on. So when you have 37.80, you can start with one float rod, I just show, and with one feeder rod. Another important thing, when you click here, they're all of different stuff, right? The action, the stiffness, the power, the test, the length, and the load capacity. For now, I will explain the load capacity. If you understand this correctly, what I'm gonna explain, it will help you through the whole game. When you buy a rod, always check the load capacity. In this case, with the Sorrento, it's 4.6 kg, right? So your line, we don't use a leader yet, so your main line has to be below 4.6 kg. Why? Let's say you take a line, we go to the lines, the nylon lines, we take this one. This one you're also gonna buy at the same moment when you buy the rod. It was 3.6, right? So you take a line of 3.1. It's below. When we take the 3.9, we overload the rod. That means if you have a big fish, it will break your rod and you can't repair it. You have to buy a new one. So keep in mind, always take a line what is lower than the max load capacity of your rod. But I want to get more closer because it's 3.1, right? And the rod, we check, just double check. I think it was 4.6, see? So we can go higher. I didn't make a mistake, but as I told you, I don't edit beforehand. I just do it on the go, right? So we go again to the lines, and I must remember the load capacity of the Sorrento. The 100 is 4.6. Let me check. Just get the super line, 8.5 lb. It's 3.9. Buy that one for the Sorrento. Okay? When you bought that line, you also need a sinker. So you go to the rig components and then you click for bottom classic, and you take the most cheap sinker of 30 grams. You buy this one. Okay? Then we need some notification so we know we have a fish on, right? Then we go again to the rig components. Then we go to the bite alarms and the mechanical ones. Just buy this because this is cheap, you know? Buy one of this one. Just buy one of these. Okay. That's it about the feeder rod. By this time, you should have one float rod. And when you hit 2, you have one rod to bottom fish. Don't check my lines because it's just to show here. I have a different hook also. It all doesn't matter that much. Put on wet bread and you're good to go. Right? Now I will show you at the dock how a feeder rod works. So we go back to the same spot. I suggest you fishing this spot also. Okay. We have the reel. We have the line. We have the bell. We have the sinker, the hook and the bait. Okay? Everything is set up to go. Okay. When you put R, you always have to be sure that the retrieval speed is at 50. Yes? With the mouse wheel up and down, you can increase and decrease it, but just put it on 50. Okay. You need to push R and keep it pressed when you use the mouse wheel, alright? When you using only the mouse wheel, it's the friction brake. The friction brake is the brake of the reel. Okay? Put that one on 15 for now. Okay. This spot is pretty active, but you have to set the clip. What the hell is a clip? I tell you. With the clip, you always sure you cast on the right spot. You can't throw any further. So you hit Control and you keep it pressed. And then with the plus and minus key, see? You see line clip. With the plus and the minus key, you can adjust it, increase it and decrease it, right? For this spot, we need clip 8. You have to do it this one time. So we put it on clip 8. We throw it close to the ridge. Hatsy batsy. We put the rod down. And with the I key, see, with the E you take the rod. With the I you can reel in to tighten the line. And K is to open the bail. And when you hit the G key, you get all the information about the rod. Okay, let's see if we can get a bite. See? Now we get a bite, but we have to wait until we see the rod is really bending and keep on bending, so we know the fish is hooked, right? Okay, when you think, okay, now it's moving, you pick up the rod with the E key and you reel in. See, I reel slow, but with shift and left mouse, you can reel faster, okay? I release this one because it's just for the showing. We do it once again. I want to show you one more thing. For this smaller fish is not that important, but maybe you can get used to it. When the fish is a little bit bigger, you can just hook it extra, but I need to show you. So we wait for another bite. We wait a bit more. See, now it's moving, it's moving, it's moving. Okay, it's on. Okay, the fish is on. You see the indicator, right? The little white fish above the bar. It's hooked. When then you hit Control and your right mouse button, see? Your rod is making animation. That's just to be sure the fish is hooked, right? Do that sometimes. Then reel it in. And it's tutorial, I remove it. Okay. So, continue fishing here with one float rod and one feeder rod. Okay. I walk to here. I give you some other explanation. When you level up, you're getting points. Those points can be used to improve techniques, to improve a lot of things. But a lot of people making mistakes to put the points wrong or all over the place. I'm here to cover that for you. Again, it's not the best way, probably, but it's the way that works for me, and it will help you also. You can always do different, but I show you. Let me check. We go to skills right here. You get points when you level up, right? I told you. From level 1 to level 10, every level you get 1 point. From 20 to 30, for every level you get 2 points. From 30 to 40, it's no surprise, you get 3 points. Okay? When you get your first points, my suggestion is, and what I did, you put them in making ground bait. Your first 5 points will go into here. See? The next video I will explain some more stuff later. I will explain what my next video will be look like. But when you put 5 points in here, the quality of your ground bait will be way better. And you get way more fish than when you don't put points in, right? Just do the test at the start. 5 points in here. Then your next 5 points should be going bottom fishing using a spinning reel, right? That's the first thing you're gonna do. For now, it's enough for the skill points. Okay. When you have some money, so you have one float rod, one feeder rod, then I suggest you go to the hardware store and you buy for 38 silver the shovel. See? Buy it. The shovel, see? You can always drag it and put it wherever you want. But with the shovel, in my case, 1, 2, 3, 4, I put 4. And with the left, okay, check the energy bar on the left. See? The above bar, the upper bar, right? With the left mouse key, I go digging. See? I get, in this case, 4 worms. You hit OK, but all my energy is gone. And it will take a really long time. See, when I hit the left mouse, I can't dig anymore because I have too less energy to dig. We will cover that up with tea later on. In the next video, I will show you what you need for tea crafting. But first you need to focus on the things I explained. Float rod fishing, one feeder rod, get your shovel, and try to get some better hooks. The hooks I adjust in the video, okay? The hooks, buy the hooks before you buy the shovel. So you go to the hooks, you go to the classic and take those. My suggestion is take S10 hooks. 12, let's say 13 silver for one. If you want to put one on your float rod, it's also fine. Because in a short moment of time, we will farm for more feeder rods, and then you can take this hook off and put it on the feeder rod, right? Okay. I think... Okay, one more thing. So, when you are out of worms, okay, you can go craft them. Dig them with the shovel. When you're out of wet bread, you go to this store. You go to Feedered Loaf. You buy some. I will show you. We just do 4, right? Okay, I buy 4. Then we go to the skills. No, we go to crafting. We go to wet bread. See? We have it here because we bought it. And then you make. See? 35 pieces of wet bread. It's that simple. And then you continue fishing. This video is done. I just don't want to make it all too long because it's overwhelming for you guys, I guess, when you are new. So the next video, I will cover where you should aim for, because the goal is also in the beginning, we need to get 3 feeder rods. Okay. I will then also explain more about the crafting system. I will talk a little bit more about skill points. I will tell about ground bait, how you make it, what do you need, what is my suggestion. Okay. How do we make tea? So we can, when we have no bite, we still can dig for some worms, you know. So I will cover that also. Okay, that was it for now. Tight lines. Good luck. And if you still have any questions, please leave a comment. I really would like to answer them. If you have any feedback, I really appreciate some tips if needed. And when you are bored or just want to hang out, most of the days I farm around 2 hours a day. I take it slow in the beginning. I will be streaming on Twitch. It's the same name, so check me out if you like. And tomorrow, hopefully, I can make another video to keep you all going. See you later, guys. Have a good one. Bye.